there are no words for how much underhandedness has occurred and how much they've been trying to stop me and how much they changed my voice and my image. So at first I must point out that I am not Jewish. They edited my picture to make it so I seem Jewish-ish. Secondly, I'd like to point out that the ancient Egyptian concept of beauty by Maggie Rutherford. Sounds like a white person, I don't know. But notice she has some kind of tan or brown skin, okay? And whether or not I agree, okay, her outfit is exotic-ish, just like mine is different, and that. So this is what they consider beautiful. Now, there's no shortage of people in America who are less than rich, who have a pretty attractive female. So why is that? Now, let's also look at the parallels between angels, right? See, this isn't a depiction, I'm assuming, by a white person, because they depicted Abraham as white to white Semiticish, and notice the straight hair and so on and so forth. They depicted his son, Isaac, okay, where the angel stops him from sacrificing, but people should be willing to go all the way through in terms of facing persecution, including the persecution of their family. Not literally stabbing their child per se, but facing persecution. However, if your child is being poisoned to the extreme, he's dying slow, can you put him out of his misery? I'll let you figure that out. All right, so here we have, it's an Egyptian, I don't know if it shows up there, but that's an Egyptian ceremonial dagger. Whether I agree with the pharaoh during that time is a long story, but it makes it clear cut that angels, right? See, these guys are flying through the air. And of course, I played basketball for many years. I can jump really high, but that's neither here nor there to some degree, but it is significant to some degree. Notice this depiction of Jesus is a black Jesus, and this guy's wearing what looks like a martial art gi that he's seeking to rescue him. I did not make that picture. I do not draw very well. And notice his outfit there resembles my outfit, just like the capoeira. I do not do capoeira, nor do I wish to learn it, but I learned a few things from it. You know, a few things in regards to how to do capoeira, okay? But I don't do capoeira. That's an important distinction to make. Let me just read what I wrote here to get that out of the way. This is the Matrix, right? Neo. Notice there's a black guy who's training him. Okay, other people's pictures are basically the same, but the globalists have disgraced their culture and the cultures of the world that obey them. If you were their ancestors or offspring, how ashamed of them and your heritage and DNA would you be? Truly, the rest of the world sinks, never to rise again. They disgrace themselves by ordering the editing of my pictures, voice, and videos in a pitiful and completely retarded attempt to seem superior to me. Shame on you all and your cultures. Again, this is just the truth. It has to be said. No offense to anyone. I'm not feeling particularly hostile right now, and so on and so forth. This is just the truth. Now, look here, right? This person is doing what I assume is Japanese karate in a kata, which is a form for some competition. Okay, so the emphasis is on form. Notice that we'd expect these people to beat her at martial arts, single combat, okay? But notice that she looks like she could outmaneuver this guy. She looks like she would have trouble outmaneuvering these guys, but could outmaneuver this guy. And you notice the way I have about me, even after they edited my picture, I look much smarter, much more intelligent than other people in these pictures. They're kind of happy-go-lucky. She's somewhat serious, but she's just a short woman who has nice form and so on and so forth as far as that goes, but she wouldn't have a chance. So I put sharp cat senses versus dollar damage brain boxer senses. The skywalking stance is greater than the taekwondo stance, you know, or I guess that might be a taekwondo competition, but it's probably karate, which is greater than boxing stances for martial combat. Here's this black boxer who beat a white supremacist back in the day. The white supremacist said he was going to beat him and win the heavyweight title for the white race. Here we have body mechanics and gym. So notice they're emphasizing the body. So it's pathetic to think that they should be able to emphasize the body and brag about their white supremacist gym body and the bodies that resemble it. I'm not saying he's a white supremacist per se, but yet I can't point these things out, right? And there's people who have been giving me a very hard time for pointing these things out to show you how racist and scientific racist this country is. Now let's look at this other picture I print out. This is a separate picture. Look at this, breaks down some mechanics of a kick. Look at the way the guy's perceived coordination. They're trying to mimic a white male. Okay, notice this says Cult of the Flesh. Okay, it's a white chick. This is Secret Order, and it's two white European guys. Okay, when I look up Secret Order and something like this, I don't get blacks or Asians. This is what comes up. Okay, this is the facts. White Jews and LGBT people, it's right there in popular culture. Their own conspiracy theorists, the facts line up, the history, the valid sources, it all lines up on this issue that they are kind of behind the scenes, you know, suspicious to say the least, we'll say. All right, so here, the mirror, mirror on the wall. Okay, and notice she's uglier in the mirror, how she looks inside. Here I put this. We see the world through different lenses. You see flesh, I see spirit. Again, it says cult of the flesh is erotic desire. Okay, and people who are into erotic desire, like this chick is, whoever she is, I'm not insulting her per se, just pointing out what the picture says. Okay, inside, they're said to be horrible, ugly people, right? And martial arts is about mind, body, soul, and spirit. So the spirit of the African order, these guys are trying to mimic, and they seem to resemble it to some degree. Okay, and notice they're happy, and my stance is more serious, and I'm sad and more serious. But they edit it to make it so I seem like a Jew who has a worse brain function than I do. And my dad's a brain surgeon. It's stupid to think that I have some unfocused. You know, he was a very serious, angry guy, very strong, very serious and precise. Okay. And in recent years, they portray martial arts as unfocused clowns. And it's a long story. You know, look at this, for example. You see how it's like a clown outfit, clowning around, joking around, okay? Where I'm serious, and they're trying to make it, they're trying to blur the line. And even this depiction of this angel is slightly clownish, right? It's slightly like he's kidding around, like it's an anime cartoon, where I take it extremely seriously. And these pictures don't even do me justice, but yet I'm far more serious than everyone else. And we see over here with Bruce Lee's body, do you really think that this guy would have a chance against me when I'm far more serious, I'm faster than him, I have better footwork, I have the highest cause? No, he would not have a chance. So why am I shunned while he's elevated? Why do attractive women shun me for the scum that sabotage me? You need to truly understand how wrong that is. I don't think any of you do. Okay, see here, these guys, you think they would have a chance against me? You think they? So you can show me any picture anywhere you find. The opposition view knows that I put this out there many times. You can't even find a picture that looks like someone who would have a chance against me. That's how big the gap is, okay? With all due respect, if any is due. Anyway, notice that no one here would have a chance to even score a fair point on me if I am not sabotaged. And there are all kinds of government groups, fraternities, religious groups, cults, social clubs, secret societies, and more that seek to cover up my divine martial arts prowess from God. If you think that this video was unfairly disrespectful or I did something wrong, please comment. Present your viable counterargument. If not, why do you persecute me?